Yeah. Once again, good morning. Back here with a lesson. In our last class, we are discussing practically how we can make multiple activities in Android Studio. As in, you are having according to the syllabus. Also, you are having how to use an intent to make multiple leaves. So for that, we have taken one particular main activity, and so we have created one second activity, how to create multiple activities in one particular Android project, that you know that we have to go with the first that com pack, whatever Java will be there com. From there you have to select right click, and the pop-up menu will come, and you have to select the new activity. In that it will show different activity templates. In that we had selected the empty activity, and that we have named it as a second activity. So thereon again two files will be created based on activity. That is both an XML file as in a resource locator, it will be there, and one separate Java second activity .java file will also be created. That means both XML and sorry, Java files will be created. So that we have made, and what actually we have did means in the main activity XML or a design layout, we have placed the edit text on a plain text input text. So on one button will be there. Our objective is if whatever a user enters in a text box, so if he clicks on a button, a second activity should be opened within a text view. Whatever the user has entered in a text box, that should be displayed in a text view. So according to that, we have made a layout that is one edit text in the main activity and button. So when he clicks on that, we have written a method there. So the main thing here you have to observe is the intent. So this is a very much important thing. First, we have to create an intent object, and for that particular intent object, we have to tell which will be the main activity. That is this comma, and what will be the second activity dot class. So that is very much important. Defining that. After defining that, we have to activate that particular activity. So if you want to pass any values from one activity to the another activity, for that we have gone with an input extra method. Once you have declared the intent, with that intent we are passing, we are putting some extra message with a name, and that message will be taken to the second activity. And there in a second activity, you have seen that get activity will be there, and whatever the message is there, we are receiving to other variable, and we are putting in that. So this we have did in a last class. You can see video also, last class video. So we have did that successfully. We have completed that. The message is shifting from one activity to the another activity when a button has been clicked. So that is one particular part. Coming to next, the theoretical part, what we had discussed in the last class. So that I'll start sharing entire screen. Why? Because Arduino and all, I should go with that, right? So I'll start with this. Share. If any disturbances, anything is there, please call me, right, or intimate me. Right. I'll go with first a PPT, recall what we had studied, theory concepts according to the syllabus. That is very much important. Linking activities using intents, this we have did, what is the intent and all. So that we had discussed already in a default. So coming to now, yeah, outline this views. SMS messaging, now today this is one particular topic which we are going to do practically. That we have discussed theoretically that how an SMS message can be sent through the SMS messenger. So that we have seen here, especially the SMS messenger which we are declaring and the default how you are taking this particular thing. Concept. So now practically we will see how we can send an SMS to a particular person, means how these attributes and all you can fix, and how the sent in, this is the linking activities which we have did already. Getting a feedback after sending a message. So this is the pending intents, that is the send intent and the delivery intent which you are going to receive. So this is as another thing which we have seen now practically, how these things will work. How you can do this particular thing. Then on pulse method will be there to unregister these two broadcasters. Things. So we'll see one by one how these two things will work clearly. You can make. So SMS message unit, which working, actually this is start active. In this way we are not doing. We are doing in a latest way, as I told you in a theory class itself, that according to the syllabus, this is there. You have to follow this. But in practical, when you are doing advanced methods is there. So in a, as previously I have shown you in that particular things, it will go like that. So receiving SMS we'll do later. First we'll go with practically how we can send the SMS. So we'll start with Android Studio. I'll make this right. So now we'll start with this. Yes, it's sharing. Now I'll go with a new project. Yeah, come with an empty project. Next. Right, so my application, the project name I will give as send SMS, let it be. So this is my send we have to see, right? So send SMS. So remaining everything it will be same as usual. You know that the basic minimum SDK and all. So I'll go with finish. Yeah, it's loading now. Gradle configuration is going on. It's building a module. Just it will be done. Right, it has been done. So coming to the things. Just a minute. Yeah, so what I have told you back here, now we'll go to the layout, activity XML. Yeah, we have initialized that. Back, so delete this when I applying one. Now what actually thing is, we'll take two text boxes here, one for entering a number and one for entering a message, so button will be there when user clicks on that particular button. So SMS should go to that particular number. So this is our objective here. So coming to multiple line text, I will take, this is very much important. Why multiple line text means SMS they can send multiple lines usually. So you in regular times we are going to take this plain text, but now intentionally we are going with this multiple line text, and I am placing that here. Right now, as usual, set constraints I'm setting. So margin, I'll set that to make it as a 42. Right, let it be here. So coming to the end, first the text will remove. Nothing is there here, I think, right? Text is nothing. Yeah. Int. So there's a multiple line, right? So what actually we can tell here, enter message, right? So yes, that you can take here, enter message. Now I'll go with another one. You can observe here the number is here, right? So you can take a number input. Why? Because phone numbers will be always numbers. So that you can take a number here, and you can use this particular method. It depends, whatever you want, you can use that. So I'll place here. With this distance is enough for me. Constraints, right, and I'll fix this constraint to that. We'll go here, set this 42, come back, down again, right. I need another one button now. Click on a button, drag the button here, place them below, not an issue, exactly at below stage I'm placing this. So automatically default the things that has been taken, its constraints that has been taken, right? So I don't want this. I want to fix it to that thing. Yeah, delete. Yes, I'll take this and join here. Done now. Yes. If you feel it is still, you can drag here. Yeah. Okay now. So button, let it be. So what is the text of that button? We need that. So we want to change that, right? Text T T T. One click and all will come later. Yeah. So button I don't want. Uh, I want the name as yes, send SMS change. And if you want to increase the size of that, the size, how you can increase the size, text size. Is that, yeah, text size. And make it as a 32 SP. Yes, somewhat it looks somewhat big. Let it be. Now, the layout part, almost all it has been done. So what we have taken enter a message, and here actually to say I need to change the here to be a hint here. That is input type number. It's okay. What are a hint? Yes, hint. So I will tell enter mobile number. Yes. After entering a message, enter mobile number, click on a send SMS. Now almost all design part we had did. We have completed all the design part. The first thing what you have to do while sending an SMS is whatever your main first XML will be there. There you have to go and you have to set the permissions. Why the permissions are very much important. For example, your app is an outside application, as you know that it's not an inbuilt in your phone. Yes, user should give a permission from a phone to access the SMS. In SMS, usually it's an inbuilt one. So to send an SMS or to read that particular SMS and all, you need a permissions. So to set that particular permissions, so what you are going to do is we'll go here and we'll go to the XML of OnePlace, and especially here we'll go with users. I think so. Just a minute. Let's start now the coding part. Sorry, we should come with. Yeah, now it will come. We have users. What are users? Permission. We should take this. Right. Users permission, then what you have to take, what permission you want to take there. So that is very much important here. So what are permission you want to take? You want an SMS permission. So all permissions are here. Just you can check for SMS permissions. You go to SR, yes. Yeah, come back here. Just a minute. So Android, we should come to Android permission. Android permission, correct. Send SMS, it will be there. Check somewhere. Gone now. Yeah, send SMS. Double click here. Yeah, we got it. So slash, close that, back. So as usual, which you can take further that, sorry, get back here. So you can go with user permissions, right? So receive SMS. Android receive SMS. That also will fix it. Why? Because tomorrow we should go with that also. No? Read SMS. That also reading permission is also important here. That is slash that. Come back again. Yes, user permission. So coming to receive SMS, that is important for us. That's a one thing which we should do. 1 minute. Yeah. Receive SMS. Close this. Now these three are very important things which you should do here before doing the project of sending an SMS. We have to set a permissions mode in our XML that we should ask users the permissions for send SMS and read SMS as well as receive SMS. Receive SMS today we are not touching. So send SMS and read that particular SMS. So that two options we are going to use now. So this is the first step which you have to do. Now we are ready with that, and we should go back to the main activity.java. Now in the main activity.java, initial things we'll do that. So what are the initial things which we have to do? Edit text, the declaration part, or creating an object here for edit text. Two text boxes are there that you have to keep in your mind. Edit text, create one object here, then edit text. So edit text 1. So edit text 1, like that we are going to create. Now, as you know that we have to fix that in a layout with our components. That is edit text equal to find view by value r dot id dot, sorry. So what was the first one? We are going to use multiple line. Yes. Next. So edit text 1. That is another one object. It's a component here. Find r dot id dot. Now we'll go with edit text number. That we are going to do here. Right. Done. So these two things are very much important. That declaration part we have did already. So that has been done. Now coming to the next thing. So what is the next thing? As you know that the next thing will be the public. When you click on that public void, so I'll do this as send SMS only. Right, send SMS function with view. Yes, view is there. Set dot with view. Go. Yes, done. Now, what actually you have to do? First, we'll do one thing. We'll take the values first, and we'll keep in one particular string. Later on, we'll think about the common things we'll do first. So, what I will do now is string message. There will be a variable where I will take a user message into this particular variable. That is edit text dot get text dot toString. Right, done. Now next, string only, string number is equal. Any doubts you can stop me and you can ask me. Edit text 1, that's a number, so which we are getting, get text, right, that is to string. Right, now this is a common work which we have did. Now what's the next thing we have to do is we have to send that to another mobile number. First we'll do with a simple concepts, then we'll go with a bigger concepts. Now just a minute. First, you have to define an activity component. So to send an SMS back here. So activity, yes, it is there. Activity comp. I want activity. Yeah, activity compact. Yes, we have to make activity compact here. So dot request, what are request you have to give? Request permission. Yeah, why this? I'll tell you. Request permissions. So what actually you want to request? So that is very much important here. So you have to request the main activity dot this. Right, this activity you are defining, comma, new string. Yes, this is here. New string, right? Back here. So So we are correct here. Just a minute. Now again, so we have to link there manifest Android yes dot permission. What permissions we have defined there? In that we have to fix, that is send SMS. Yes, here it is. One is over, another one is comma, right? So manifest yes manifest dot permission dot read SMS. It's there here. Yes, comma. So next, it's giving error. Yeah, I will check it out. Mine. No, it's not. Manifest. Manifest dot permission dot receive SMS. This much we have to set. Sorry. Why it's giving error there? Come on. Just a minute. Another one thing is there I have to give that I have forgotten. So comma read SMS. No, here no receive SMS is there. We are not using that. Read SMS. New string. Just a minute. Just yeah. String. Close this. Not correct. Want this. One minute. Package. Package. Manager. Yes, we got it. Package manager. Permission granted. Yes. Got this. Just a minute. I'll rectify this. I'll tell you what is this thing. Activity compact, correct. Request permissions, correct. Main activity this, that is also correct. So new string, yes, we are making the string class object of that. So what is this here that we are facing a problem here? So is it a flower base? I think. Yes. Got it. That's the error it's giving. The syntax. Yeah, now actually what is this particular activity compact which we are doing? This is very much important. What is that? In a manifest there, whatever XML is there of Android, we had we have defined that we need so and so permissions, that is for to send an SMS or to read that SMS or receive an SMS. Now in our particular app, we should ask the user. So in advanced Android versions and all, we had defined we need so and so permissions. We have defined and we have told to our manifest XML. But why we should do in a coding means we should ask, we should activate that request permissions, and we should ask the user. For example, any app you are going to install, or when you open any particular app, that app will ask you allow the permissions to activate, means read contacts or to read use some particular gallery or something like that. It will ask, and if you tell allow only, then it will, that thing will be there here. So that what we are asking for a user is, we are in our main activity, we are asking the user that two things we are asking, that is send SMS, it should allow that, and for read SMS, it should allow that. So that two things we are reading, and we are telling that in our manifest we need a permissions granted for that. If user tells no, means our app will not work. So if it tells allow, then only our particular app will work. That you have to keep in mind. Any doubt is there at this particular point, you can ask me. This is a one very important step you have to do here. Any doubt is there, you can ask me. Any doubt? Now, as a simple thing, we'll go back. Only that step that's needed. Remaining everything we have made it. Done. Go back here. Now, on click, we have to set an SMS message. That is SMS. SMS manager. Yeah. Set an object for this. So my SMS, I'll make it as object equal to my SMS dot get default. Is that? Oh, other. Get. Not getting 1 minute. SMS manager, my SMS. Something is on here. Man. I'll make it as that. Delete my SMS dot get the default. Where is that? Sorry, get default. It's been initialized, right? 1 minute. Package driven. Semester. Correct. We'll take full year. SMS manager. Correct. From beginning you will type. Telephony. Yes. SMS manager. Create an object for this. That is my SMS created equal to here it's a SMS manager. SMS manager dot get default. Correct. Our object, whatever I want, you can keep there. Now our object, my SMS manager, is a object, and we are defining SMS manager class, and we are getting a method called as default. Now we have initialized the SMS manager. Now what you have to do? Now you have to send that. Use that my SMS manager object. But you have to send text message. Where is that? Yes, it's here. Send text messages to or anyone you can take, I think. So what are the things you need? So in a theory class we have discussed string destination address. So what you need, the first one is number. We have declared it already. Number, comma. So null, that is the address. So switch address, that we don't need that. So here message, what we are sending, that we may need. Then so send intimate and all. Now for a sake I'll make it as a null. We'll go with other, that is delivery intent. We'll make it as a null. Done. Now we are ready. Almost all. Yes, we are ready now. Permissions granted. We are assuming the permissions granted and all. So go back to XML, go back to button. Don't forget this on click. Where is this? On click. Right. So our function send SMS. Definitely you have to tell that. So that is important. I think almost all now we are ready, bus. Go back. I'll check code once again. Yeah, back here, just I'll conclude my particular code here. You can see what's the code we are doing. We are creating an object for two text boxes, and we are linking that to our text components, whatever is there. So that's, actually we have did. And these are for sending a messages. These are the very important thing, that whatever permissions we have declared there in a manifest XML, for that permissions we should ask a permission with the user allow permissions. So for that, activate compact dot request permission. We are requesting a permission. So from where we are requesting a permission? From main activity. This main activity at a running stage, we are requesting this. What we are requesting? We are requesting two things, that is a send SMS and a read SMS. For that, we need a package manager permission granted, allow only, then only it will work. So once it has been done, permissions has been given, then what we are doing, we are first thing is copying the text message, whatever is it, to one variable called as a message, and phone number to number as a string. And then SMS manager you have to set. So SMS manager with an object, SMS manager get default. So a messenger has been set here, SMS manager has been set. In that, there will be a different activities, send, receive SMS, like that. So here what actually we are doing with that particular object, we are calling a method called as a send text message. So it needs the four arguments, that is, sorry, five arguments, that is a number, and another one is a switch address. Usually we'll give it as a null. First one will be a number. Then third one will be a message, what you are sending. So it's there in a message variable, number is there in a number, phone number. Now, so if you need a sent status or a delivery status, we'll go with an sent intent and a delivery intent. Now, for a sake now, we have made it as a null. So our project is ready now. As usual, I'll take app, run this. We'll see what happens. Cradle building is running. Yeah, finished it successfully. That means no errors. So now what's the thing is our this one should run. Virtual device should set. Emulator. Let it come fully. Why it's coming emulator 555? No, let's change it to pixel now. Are you listening me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sorry. Suddenly opening that virtual this one. No, sometimes it will be like that. Anyway, time is up now. We'll in the next class definitely I will show you how to run that particular app and morning 9:30 classes. Tomorrow definitely we'll see into that and we'll write that. Everyone, you send through chat box the attendance things, whatever is there. Uh, so I think we have did right. So recall that code. Just don't worry about that things. Attendance and all. I'll give you. Just I'm sharing again. I'll show the code. That's it. So tomorrow we'll run it. Not a problem. I think it's taking some time. Yeah, it's shared now. I'll go to Android. It will open means better. It is not opening. Yeah, but it's installing. Okay, let it be. You see the code once, just I'll recall the code. So we have taken two text boxes, that is one for a number and one for a message. We know that, right? And that we have initialized and we have find that in a layout and to the object edit.text, we have fixed that. And this is the one which I have told you very much important, that is activity compact. So manifest XML, whatever we have taken if permissions, don't forget to take permissions there. Default, it will be not there. Once if you go here, so you can see here the send SMS, read SMS, and this permissions is there here, which you can see. So I'm coming over here, so that you should ask the user what you are asking a user in your main activity, that you are requesting that permissions allow that. So what are that is send SMS and then read SMS. Why? Because receiving we are not. So what we want, that permission granted we should take to the package manager. Once it has been done, SMS manager should be defined and you should run that particular thing. Don't worry about this. We'll run this in the next class. Okay. Thank you very much. Let's stop recording now. Any doubts is there, you can